Actually, I could give you one that was like, it's not too crazy. It's just a little crazy.
All right, give me what you got.
We was in North Dakota.
Oh.
We had a show outside. It was cold as fuck,
Yep.
like freezing cold. And I was in like maybe song number 7 of my set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing Going with the Flow, and I start singing, and I can tell, I can see deep in the women's eyes out there that they like, okay, something about this guy. So as I look to the right,
it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Oh my nigga, I'm not the lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it.
Tacky shit?
no tacky journalism.
You say whatever you want to say. I ask the questions, you answer them how you want to.
I got you.
All right, ready?
Let's do it.
Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. We on the late night tonight, and we got the legend Mac Turner in the building.
What he do?
Man, I'm excited, bro, because I mean, we've talked, I think one time before, but it was you, Riley, and Ralio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was years ago.
Most definitely.
So I've been excited to sit down just one-on-one, talk to you, because I feel like people don't really know, they know how talented you are, but you don't really talk into mics unless you're doing music too much.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you're here, man. I'm really excited about this.
Excited to be here.
So, I mean, there's been a lot of, like, we're going to start with this, and you can answer it however you want to. And, I talked to Riley about this. I think people have probably seen that by now. But people in Minnesota have grown to know you as part of not a group, but a conglomerate of very talented artists, right? So, like, everybody knows for the last, 5, 6, 7 years that it's you, Riley, Huncho, and then P will, but sort of more loosely. We just said, that's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, but we know y'all as Hood Choir, and people have wanted that project, the full y'all to get together and do the whole shit, right? Everybody wants that.
Most definitely.
But it's clear that over the years, there's been like some type of divide. But I don't know if that's just internet or if that's real divide or what. And it's always seemed like P will was the outlier. Like it was the three of y'all, and then P will was kind of the outlier.
People just like to do his own thing.
Yeah.
He's a close and personal with himself type of person.
Yeah. And it's my understanding that y'all all have different relationships with each other too. So like you have friendships with each of them, just the two of y'all, and y'all have the group together.
Yeah.
But then even more recently, it seemed like Huncho is really trying to separate himself. And basically through his own words. Like he's the one that kind of has put it out there, like that he's had issues, but he's real like kind of cryptic about it. That makes sense. Like he don't really say what the deal is, what the problem is, or if there is even really a problem. So I mean, what can you speak on any of this? Like what are your thoughts on this, or like what's going on? Is there?
I think we all come into a point where we're just trying to figure out ourselves. Life is life. So people go through things. People want to get themselves right before they can just focus on too many separate things at once. So you can't really do everything at 100% until you okay with yourself 100%.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Find that through therapy.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's definitely a fact. So I mean, I asked Riley this, but I'd like to ask you, like, is Hood Choir still like? Is it possible to get a project from the four of y'all together?
I mean, anything's possible,
Yeah.
Shout out KG, but as of right now, I mean, who knows? It's in the air.
Yeah, it's something you'd want to do though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, I'll just speak for myself. Like, it's sort of disturbing to see it because I'm such a big fan of y'all. All four of y'all I think are incredible.
Appreciate that.
And sometimes I feel like this might be a bold statement for a lot of people to hear me say this, but sometimes I feel like music is on y'all's back in Minnesota.
That's pretty bold.
I mean, and the reason I say it is probably because, like, on a level on when it comes to talent, right? Just talent. We're only talking talent. We're not necessarily talking about bodies of work or accomplishments or whatever, but just on talent. Like, and I say it all the time. Like, I don't think there's anybody more I don't know if there's anybody more talented than you in Minnesota. Period.
That's love, bro.
Like, I think you're
saying a lot,
and that's not even to say that like you're necessarily, because you know I'm able to differentiate between talent and my favorite artist. Like, I don't, you know, Drake is like my favorite artist, right? He's not the most talented though. There's artists that are more talented than him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but so I personally have always felt like the right backing, put some money behind y'all, it's over.
I agree, bro.
Like, there's no question to me that the world sees and hears y'all's talent. That's it.
It's over with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I feel like that's what's missing. I've recently come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, I think, again, you could tell me what you think about this, but I feel like
I think
monetary backing is like what's missing.
That's the most valuable piece. Like,
yeah.
Everything else, like I didn't seen a lot of stuff blow up that I personally feel like I don't know how that blew up, you know. And it's like, but I understand they got
like, hold on, like what? Like, it's tacky journalism.
I mean, let's talk like, I mean, maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, honestly though, like, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, all right, I'll say it. Let's use Perk Dick as an example. I'm not saying it's a bad song. Mm-hmm. It's a good song, but it has zero mainstream marketability because of what the content of the song.
So you saying like on a national level?
Yeah, but it went crazy.
It did. I mean, well, that kind of ties into like what's going on right now with people. Like, that's just like the market is changing a lot. Like, people are starting to dive deeper into like the street stuff way more. The street stuff, the drug abuse and all of that.
Toxic shit.
The toxic shit. That's just what's busting right now. And it's like, I can't complain about that, but I can just figure out a ways around it and try to do what I can to get over that hump, you know?
Yes, I mean, is there... I assume you have extreme integrity in your music. Like, is there anything in you that says, like, maybe I should try and weave into that lane? I know you could.
Nah, not really.
No.
I kind of like, I don't know. I feel like my entire body of work, what I've done so far, it really speaks volumes on who I am as a person. And I don't want to, like, start interjecting things that is not me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people who listen to me, like, they would, even the people who really respect my craft and what I do, they would not, like, appreciate that type of music from me. So it's like,
you might be right, but the only pushback I'll give you on that is, like, two prime examples that I think of. And this is not, it's not necessarily apples to oranges, but there is a comparison here. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown, let's use him as an example, right? Chris Brown, he started young, and it was pretty wholesome, right? And then all of a sudden he started cussing and talking about fucking, and then he became one of the biggest stars in the world because we wanted that. We were like, oh shit. I mean, Miley Cyrus, another good example, right? She was Hannah Montana, and then all of a sudden she's on stage, butt-ass naked, twerking, singing,
no, for sure.
Working with Mike Will Made It, and like it was like we liked that transition. So I mean, it's a little different for you because you're not like a child star, but you might be surprised by what people would enjoy from you.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point there. But at the same time, like with Miley specifically, like she got into a lane and she's pretty much stuck there now. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it may not be what she actually wanted. She probably tried to use it as a stepping stone to get further. And it's like I don't want to use something like a certain style of music as a stepping stone, and then I make it, and then I don't do anything like that, and then people are like, "What the heck happened to that stuff?" You know?
That's a valid point. You could essentially put yourself in a box. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, we're definitely in an era where it's like, do anything to make it. But I do have a tremendous amount of respect for artists that don't do that. Not that I disrespect artists that do.
Yeah,
but
like,
you know what I'm saying.
It's all good. Like, we get it.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, one of the things that I thought was gonna be major, and maybe it was, you could tell me, but going on tour, I didn't get a chance to really talk to you about going on tour with Prof. I felt like that was a really big deal.
It was pretty big.
So I mean, what was the experience like for you?
It was probably like the best. Like, I gained the best business knowledge I ever gained. Like as far as music, I learned a lot about like the things that you have to do behind the scenes to make sure things stay on point and like relevant. You stay relevant in your career and stuff like that. Yeah, and just like a whole bunch of tips and stuff that I feel like will give me a benefit. Like when I start getting into conversations with the bigger artists that's out there more mainstream, I will know a lot more to I have a lot more to offer now. You know what I'm saying? Like I gained a lot of knowledge.
So you picked up some gems.
Yeah, I picked up a lot.
So I mean, how I think I asked somebody, I think maybe Tay Supreme, I think, because he was out there with y'all too, about like Prof's involvement, like with y'all. Was he pretty involved with y'all, or did he keep his distance, kinda? Or
no, like when we first went on tour with Prof, COVID was still like pretty locked in. Like they was pretty much on us about like COVID rules and stuff like that we had to follow. So like we couldn't be like in direct contact with him right away. Yeah. But over time, it's like none of us got sick, none of us got COVID throughout the whole trip. We was going here, never catch anything. Yeah. Even though people was catching stuff, like behind the scenes, we would see like a report or something. You know, like I don't know what everybody else seen, but I seen like people talking about it online and stuff, saying that they got sick and all that. But I mean, I did a lot of kicking it with the fans, like in the crowd, mingling, talking to them, chilling, turning up with them, and I never got sick. Nobody on my team got sick, so they seen that we was able to like keep ourselves safe and all of that. So eventually, towards the end, we started kicking it more, talking more, chopping it up, hanging out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Talking.
That's dope. That's really dope. I mean, again, I'd like to commend Prof for that, because I think. I think that's a really important thing. You know, we've talked about this for years, about how hip hop has really been in the hands of guys like Prof, like Atmosphere. Now you got Gravy, and like it's not where hip hop originated. So like I think reaching back is really important. Like again, it's not his fault that he's a big deal, right? Yeah, it's not.
You can't blame him.
You can't blame him for becoming a big deal, and I'm sure he worked his ass off to get there and continues to work his ass off. But I do feel like there is some level of responsibility of like reaching back when you know that there's incredibly talented artists that are not getting the spotlight that you're getting. Yeah. Like that's important. So I think to see that happen was dope. And then to see him follow it up with taking y'all out again. Yep. And I think, didn't y'all do like his music video and shit too? Like,
yep. I was a part of a couple of music videos with Prof. One still not out yet, so I can't really say too much about it.
Oh shit.
But I was a part of the casting call for the song you did with Redman recently.
Redman, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really dope. What about, the one thing I never asked anybody is, was there ever any plans made for y'all to work together?
For us, me and Prof?
To work with Prof?
As far as what? Like, what do you mean?
Making music together?
I'm making music?
Yeah.
Man, I can't speak on that.
No, you might have something.
We might.
I'm trying to think of what a Mac Turner and Prof song would sound like.
A banger.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So y'all have one.
I won't say that.
You gotta have one. That's crazy. Okay. And then so you got any crazy tour stories? Don't incriminate anybody, but
didn't know.
Nothing you got.
With that being said, nah, because I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, what do I got that's juicy? That was actually, I could give you one that was like, it's not too crazy. It's just a little crazy.
All right, give me what you got.
We was in North Dakota. Oh. We had a show outside. It was cold as fuck, like freezing cold. And I was in like maybe song number 7 on my set. I'm doing Going With The Flow. And I start singing, and I could see deep in the women's eyes out there that they like, okay, something about this guy. So as I look to the right, I see somebody flashing the craziest looking titties I ever seen.
Oh shit!
It's not like, if you watching this, I appreciate that gesture, but
not the craziest.
Like they wasn't like looking appealing to me, like to my eyes.
They were doing this.
They was wilding. I say that they was out of control. But it threw me off a bit, and I was trying to like focus and not look that way no more. I'm like, you know what? I gotta look over here because then I can remember the lyrics because this is about to throw me off. So I just so happened to peep over again because I had to give myself a second look at those. I'm like, what's going on with the?
Oh shit! Did you get to meet her afterwards?
Yeah, man.
Did you really? Oh shit!
She was cool though. Like I could tell that she don't go out much, and she just like a inside. I don't really know too much about like the outside world. I just want to have the best night of my life.
She just had to take him out.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, it was good.
She take him out for you again? Don't lie.
No, she didn't take him out again.
You take her back to the hotel room?
No, I definitely. No,
you shouldn't.
Definitely do that.
I mean, I've seen Prof shows like. Just Prof shows alone are wild.
Oh, for sure.
So I can only imagine, like,
it get wild.
Yeah,
it gets wild.
I can imagine y'all probably got into some shit. Because I assume you never done no traveling like that before.
No.
I mean, I've never done any traveling like that. So like, that's different. Like, that's a different level of. Was it inspirational for you? Like,
yeah, most definitely.
Like I want to do this.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if I'm being honest, This is like not too many people know it, but like before I went on tour, I was really contemplating between, do I want to continue music or do I just want to be an engineer or songwriter? You know what I'm saying? Like I was really locked in that position because I feel like it'd be way more beneficial for me to go in the behind the scenes lane, because I'm really good at like the background stuff too. As much as I am good at the forefront, performing, making songs, and I'm really good at that, engineering myself, mix and master everything. It's like I can do that, but I feel like that stuff becomes more stressful and it makes me think a lot about stuff that I don't really want to think about. And I feel like the job is just, I was trying to pretty much take the easy way, the easy route. I know like it's so easy to just go to the computer, set up sessions, mix and master everybody, and just get everybody. You know, I do everybody's stuff around me, so it's like I'm already in that lane. I might as well just take it further.
I mean, it might be a good way to get your foot in the door too.
Yeah.
You know, there's been plenty of artists that get their foot in the door with, you know, writing and producing and engineering, and then, oh shit, by the way, I make shit too, and it's fire.
Definitely.
And you have a catalog out.
Yeah.
So okay, so is that why you haven't really put out? You haven't put out a whole lot since Bag of Tricks.
For sure.
Couple.
I put out a couple singles with Prince. Me and him did some duo singles. Then I put out Day One, and other than that, I ain't put out.
That's it, right? So
done a couple features for people. I ain't gonna keep y'all out there like.
I'm always curious. So like, again, another bold statement. But if you want to check me, then go listen to the project. But I think Bag of Tricks is I think it's a classic album.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna say it because it's mine. But I listen to a lot of projects I listen to a lot of people from Minnesota. I try to give everybody a genuine chance when I listen to music, because I know we got a lot of talent here. But when I listen to that tape specifically, I think the same thing. Like this,
there's no skips. There's no skips. I still listen to it today, like regularly. And I'm curious why you don't still push that.
Well, it's also a part of like the, you know, like back to what I said as far as like life is life and stuff like that. So there's just so much stuff going on like behind the scenes, and I'm still trying to better myself as a person, you know, as a human.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like fell back from it because like lack of motivation, you know. And then I had to like being honest, like shout out J. Cole for this, but I was watching the J. Cole interview and he was saying like stuff about being self-motivated and stuff like that. Like it takes a lot because you usually get it from just like your younger days. Like when you're younger, you're just super enthusiastic because you know that life has a lot to offer. You just don't know everything yet.
Yeah.
But the more you learn, the more that your brain tells you to be normal. You know what I'm saying? And to stay out the way. So I was like feeling like I've got to plenty times where I feel like I just want to be normal. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I go around my family, like my actual family and stuff, I just feel like I'm looked at a little different now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I remember those days where I was just cousin Monte, nephew.
Yeah.
Now every time it's just like I take pictures and stuff
You're
like
a
that.
superstar now.
It's just kind of like I don't know. I kind of got used to everybody just treating me like bro, and then it's like the attention that I wanted from them, I started to get it outside, and now I just don't expect it from them. So now that I get it, it just kind of I don't know. A lot of stuff just make my mind rush, and I was just like I don't know about this shit. So
yeah, I mean I can tell that you're a conflicted human. Just even off of social media and like times that we've been in the same rooms, I can tell that you're conflicted about it, and I can definitely tell by the, I mean, at risk of sounding bad, like the lack of production. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not like since Bag of Tricks, like you said, it hasn't been a lot, and I mean, I hate to hear that. Yeah,
I mean it's like it's all good. I'm if I'm being honest, I'm getting back to myself. I done recorded like 100 songs since then, so it's like I got stuff. I just haven't put stuff out.
Damn, put some shit out.
Yeah, I am. I put some shit out. So
please put some
my
shit
birthday on the 30th, you know.
Yeah, happy birthday, by the way.
Appreciate it.
1 year anniversary since the birthday bash.
It was pretty lit too.
That was a fire evening.
And that was fresh off me not putting out music for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's like when I put shit out, I'm pretty sure I got a plan now, and I learned also that I've been not only is like life, I've been learning like you can't just put shit out. I've been putting out so much good music since I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I was learning along the way, like planning makes shit goes way better.
100%.
Like you just gotta, even if it doesn't go as planned, just having a plan helps it reach further and stuff like that. So it's like the first time I realized that I met this DJ. Well, he's not a DJ, he's a producer now. He's produced for like Nipsey, Roddy, and all of that.
Yeah.
His name DJ Corbett. So if you don't know Corbett, You sleep.
I know who that is.
Corbett, Corbett, like, he gave me a plan. I don't know if it's, like, confidential for him or not to tell me this, but he literally gave me, like, a 2-page write-out of how to push my music, and that's when, like, I got popular because I followed the list. And I'm going to just get back on that plan. I'm sure it's going to work the same.
Yeah, I mean, it should, bro. It really should. And, I mean, I wish I had a whole bunch of money to put behind you because I would.
That's
like, I really believe there's no question that if the world, if your music reached the world, like, there'd be no... And I think Hood Choir as a whole, I think all 4 of y'all have that. You know what I mean? I think all 4 of y'all have that. And I've always felt like one of y'all gets there.
Everybody.
That means 4 of y'all, and that means probably 100 more right behind. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people don't know, the world doesn't know that Minnesota has a Mac Turner. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the world doesn't know. Like, I feel if the world knew that we had a Mac Turner here, it would be done for. Like, and maybe that's just me head in the clouds.
I don't think so.
Hopeful.
I think you right, bro. Like, I touch hundreds of stages. And every time it's a lot of people that I've never seen before. They've never seen me before, and afterwards I gain new fans. Like, every time. I haven't done the show that I haven't gained fans or people just like wondering where the fuck I've been.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? Where are you from? And all of that. From here, from the same spot.
I've had people ask me at shows where you're performing, like, who is that? And I'm like, first I got to look at them like, what?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who that is? And then I'm like, okay, well, this is who that is. Go look. Go figure it out. And I'm sure, like, there's no way anybody's listening to you and not sticking around.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
like,
I mean? Like,
I still like when I check my DistroKid and everything, like my curls and shit like that, I be seeing that each month, even though I don't put up music, I still make over $100 a month off my streams. So I'm like, people's listening. So
they're still listening.
Yeah, they're still listening.
A lot of that might be me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that might be me. A lot. Yeah, I listen to your album a whole lot. Maybe I shouldn't say this. You got like 3 or 4 joints on there that are my favorite ones to send to.
Man, hey.
People of the opposite sex.
A couple people that told me that they didn't made children off my music. So hey,
I would have multiple children if that was possible. If it was possible, there would be there would be some Mac Turner babies in my house for sure. For sure. Yeah, I could show you the playlist. There's a lot of you, and that shit. Sometimes I'm like, I know this guy. This shit's weird a little bit, but yeah. Okay. So, other thing I'm curious about is you kind of got yourself involved in the whole all Minnesota rappers dissing each other situation.
Yeah. I mean,
somebody told me that you were actually pissed. Were you actually pissed?
I ain't gonna lie. When it first came around, no, I wasn't pissed. I actually laughed and I enjoyed it.
The when Doves Cried.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Before it even dropped,
you had heard it. Let me guess.
I heard it.
Everybody. I feel like everybody heard it
before it dropped.
Yes.
Like he gave me some. He showed me like, yeah, it's just some for love. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I believe. Like, Louis is a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing.
For sure.
Which he didn't hurt my feelings. But when it came out for the second time, when it came out with that cover, and it had 19-year-old Prince on there crying. It had 2019 Mac picture on there. I'm looking like, man, you. Come on, bro. Those were some hungry kids. You can't put them on there. Maybe you could put like this age Mac Turner's picture on there. You know, what's the funny shit? But I felt like I guess I gotta say something at this point, and it was also for fun. Like I did it because I was like, what the fuck he doing? Like I was like looking like, what the fuck is you doing with this? Like, why are you doing this again, bro? I thought we got over this. We enjoyed it for the first time. We let you have that. So the second time, I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta say something. And I was already having a bad day. So it's like, fuck it. Louis, you gotta take these hits. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take the shots. You know what I'm saying? You make me catch a stray, man. I ain't want to catch no strays, so I'll shoot back.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the original one, the one that went out, that I heard a year before he ever released it. I think he recorded that the day he came and did his first Live on Lake Street interview. The day that I found out that he's some type of weird ghost, because I swear Chief and I watched him disappear on Minnehaha. Bro, disappeared. like
just vanish.
Gone.
Hey, Louis is very
Shit was wild.
interesting.
The shit was wild. I was like, I don't know what just happened. I don't know if he just like, bro, I don't know. And he had on some Black Panther jewelry on and shit, like the claws. I'm like, did he just
Wakanda forever.
Did he just go back to Wakanda? Like, what just happened? Like, bro, I swear to God, turned around, gone. So I don't know.
Sound like Louis.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I mean, this shit was weak. It was weak. I mean, it was weak.
But damn,
this shit was. I mean, it was though. I mean, it was. It was.
I think the idea of it was cool as hell.
The idea was great. I just think if you're gonna go, I mean, that's just because of like the era that I come from. Like, if you're gonna go, then you fucking go. I mean, even 50 when 50 did it with the How to Rob.
Yeah,
that wasn't good fun, but he went in, like he went hard. You know what I mean?
He made you think, like, damn, do I fuck with these people? Do these people fuck with me? Like, he made you think, like, and I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of what I was going for. Like, when I was writing it, I said some shit that I didn't really want to say. Like, I'm not gonna go that far because then people gonna think I don't fuck with Louis.
Well, see, but I'm gonna be real with you because I gotta say it to your face too. I can't just say it behind your back.
Yeah,
I thought your shit was weak too. Not as a song. I felt like y'all did the Drake thing. We're like, we're gonna diss him, but make a dope song. And I think you did that. But I was like, maybe my expectations were set because I think Riley hit me and was like, Mac is pissed, and I was like, oh, because I know a lot of people might not know.
Yeah,
you can rap.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you're not just a singer. You're not just, you can really rap. Like, when you decide to rap, you rap, like, with the best of them.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
so I'm like, oh, we're going to get some.
I wasn't trying to, like I said, like, what I had earlier, I was like, this is too far.
See, I wish you would have went too far.
My mom was, you know, shout out to my mom. She keep me out of a lot of trouble.
Y'all made a good song.
That's what I was going for at the end of the day. I'm like, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going.
I was like, this is just a Mac and Riley song. This is hard. This is dope. But kill Louis. Kill Louis.
Take his head, huh?
Take his head off. Like, and especially at that point because he had just kept going. And, bro, he was dropping I felt like he dropped a new diss track every 40 minutes going at somebody. And they were getting better. Like, he was going harder and harder on each one.
For sure.
And I was like, oh, somebody's got it. Somebody needs to get him out of here. Somebody. And I didn't really feel like anybody did. I mean, who'd you feel like had the best response?
Reef.
Reef was hard. Kaleem the Dream got slept on.
Yeah, his did. I ain't gonna lie. His was second best to me.
Yeah. Kaleem, he slept on in general, I think.
Yeah, he is. Like,
I think that's his fault, though.
I kind of sort of like, I think every time anybody slept on, I think it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me, like, I feel like sometimes me being slept on is my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You wake him up. You gotta wake him up. It's your job to wake him up.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think, like, with Kaleem, it's just like, it's a certain scene. Like, I think that is what, also, shout out to Louis, by the way. I think that's what Louis is figuring out. Like, there's a certain way you gotta get that the style of music that they push, like the style of music they make, they want to get out there a certain way. And it's like not with the crowd that they think it is, you know what I'm saying, all the time. I think, like, the crowd at Gold Room, the crowd at Monarch, like, that's not the crowd y'all should be pushing for. You know what I'm saying?
Never,
as far as, like, they'll never catch on.
Now, you put on some Clean the Dream in Gold Room, and people are gonna be like, "Yeah, the fuck are we doing? We're going to Monarch.
They want to hear Dreams and Nightmares."
Yeah, no, that's a fact. You're right, and I feel like that is, that's a Minnesota thing too.
Yeah, it is.
Minnesota is stuck in that, like, we want to do the backpack shit.
We want to be like other states. Like,
nobody's really with that. Like, you got to be grandfathered in to that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to already be Joey Badass for that to work. And even Joey Badass has transitioned into
try to make
other
like
lanes
more mainstream,
as well.
more relatable, more. Yeah.
We've seen Juice Lord do it.
Yeah,
because Juice Lord very much so made a sound that was seemingly dying, and then he's stepped into doing some more different shit. He's kind of slid into a slightly different lane, being a little more open, honest, vulnerable, a little harder.
For sure.
So yeah, no, you're definitely right about that. But when it comes to that type of shit, though, the diss tracks, that's where guys like that can shine.
For sure.
That's what
we know that you got a mean pen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your game.
Exactly, for sure. Okay, so I'm also really curious about what you think just in general about, like, what's happening here in Minnesota. Do you feel like we're growing musically, or do you feel like things are at a standstill? Do you feel like you feel hopeful?
Yeah, I could say yeah and no. As far as, like, I'm gonna say yeah, because I think like there's a lot of hope for the younger ones for sure.
Yeah.
I think the younger artists right now, they're doing really good.
They're killing everybody in their music though.
They are. Like
it's a lot of
that's the sad part of it.
a lot of
But
drill
it's
shit.
what's going on in the community. So
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of hard to get away from that. But like a lot of times that's just like I don't know, man. The world, the way the world is shifting,
Yep.
it's like that's the way.
Yeah.
And it's like I see a lot of it happening for other artists and stuff. Like NLE Choppa is a good example. Like
Yeah.
I can like if you watch his very first video
Mhm.
and you look at him now, it's
Yeah.
like I feel like a lot of that they trying to have like a quick stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? I think it's possible for the younger ones because I seen them like reaching numbers and stuff that like when I was their age I definitely wasn't thinking about reaching. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
I can see it. I'm hopeful for them, and I think the women for sure like they got a great chance too
For sure.
because like I don't know if anybody checks out Lil Bianca, bro, but that song is Billboard charted and it's like she got a song called People. It's really good. Like,
Yeah.
and I seen it blow up on TikTok. I think that's what's going on. Like it's gonna be like those small people, one by one, KC, like small people, one by one, that's gonna get up, and then eventually somebody from the small crowd will try to do what they can to uplift the city.
Yeah. Become a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think you're right. It's a weird, I don't know, man. We got a weird music scene here.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all been trying to figure it out.
Together.
We've all had it on the operating table for a decade now, trying to figure shit out, and like it's always, I don't know. You know, that's one thing I'll say is I feel like everybody has been always trying to figure out the problem.
Yeah.
There's lots of problems.
Most definitely.
There's a whole bunch of problems, you know what I mean, all in one. But we do got to highlight the fact that there are artists, like you just said, that are doing it. And there does seem to be this weird thing of like letting them, once they go off into this next hemisphere, we're just like, all right, we're done with them. They left Minnesota or whatever. It's like there's no.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really understood that. Like even though those they become harder to reach as far as to talk to and even hang out with or anything, walk by anything. But like I never like took that negatively if they like don't give me the response I'm looking for right away or stuff like that. Like if it is what it is, like you reaching a different point of life that I don't understand yet. So it's like
good point.
I'ma just I don't know what comes with that life, so I'ma just let you.
Plus,
do
it
you.
wasn't us that got him there.
Yeah, I didn't personally help you get to where you are. So
look
it's
at like when Casey posted his numbers that one. It said, "Look, Minnesota's not even in his top 5."
Exactly.
Bro, you want to know a secret?
What's that?
Minnesota isn't even in Live on Lake Street's like top 10.
No, that's crazy.
Like,
as much as I see people talk crazy about Live on Lake Street.
Yeah. Like as
I'm
far
surprised.
as viewership goes, people that watch the interviews, the episodes, it's not Minnesota.
No, that's crazy.
And we were shocked to find that out too. But don't get mad when you see us. You know what I mean? When we outgrow Minnesota, like we would never forget Minnesota, and we would never not want to come back. You know what I mean? But we had, I think at the top of the year, we had 1.3 million total views on YouTube, and 70,000 of them were not Minnesota. 70,000 were Minnesota.
No,
70,000 of 1.3 million.
70,000
Yes.
of 1 million.
1.3 million.
The spot that
only
you're in.
70,000 came from Minnesota.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Do you know your numbers? Is Minnesota in your top 5?
No. Well, actually, yeah, Minnesota is in my top 5.
All
Minnesota's in my top 5, which is like something that I wasn't expecting when I was going through my numbers, because I got like a lot of love. It's like on Instagram specifically. Like when I get on Instagram, the people who like reach out to me and tell me they love my music like often, they're definitely not from Minnesota. But when I look at like my distro kid and like seeing where everything's getting played, like pretty much like 60, 70, close to 70% is Minnesota.
Okay. Well, shout out to Minnesota. Keep doing that.
For sure.
Keep doing that. Just share it with your friends that don't live in Minnesota too. You know what I mean? Get them numbers up. So, man, I got to go back to this. How do we fix this? Is there a solution to whatever is going on between the four of y'all? Is there a solution?
I think so. I think we just need to all sit down, talk pretty much like come up with a better way to like get work done as far as together. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Huncho seems really like upset though. Like he legitimately seems mad to the point where like it even leaks into like, I'm just gonna tell you. I wrote, I don't know if you saw, but I wrote. God damn, should I even say this on the camera? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I wrote a music review, an album review for Ty Stick's album. I posted it in my story, and Huncho laughed at it. So I'm like, what's he on?
I don't know.
It's like what he sees that I'm over here interviewing Riley, and like now that automatically like makes some shit I do funny, or is he mad at Ty? Is he mad at me? Where does that come from?
He could be mad at the world. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's strange behavior, and the thing about it that I think gets me the most is like, bro, I'm the biggest Huncho fan. Like the album that he dropped, it's one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.
Fire.
Like it's one of the and that still gets played too. No matter how many laugh reactions he does at my posts,
still
like
get played.
I'm still gonna support him. But
I mean, like I can't really like speak on. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So he don't even talk. He's not even talking to you.
I ain't heard from him much, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he done all right though.
I hope so, man. I don't. You know, I don't think y'all necessarily need each other, but you know, you're all four of y'all are great.
It's always good to have
standing
like,
on your
team.
own.
It's always good. To have
it's always good, and you know, and that's. I think it's something that. I also think it sets a good example for younger artists that are watching y'all. Like, look at, like groups die, and we don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to see groups split up.
Most definitely.
We want to see y'all stick together. Not that y'all are a group, but y'all are a group. You know what I mean? And we want the Hood Choir album.
I wanted to.
We want the Hood Choir album. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this about the Hood Choir album. We was probably like 2 songs away from like completing it.
Who's holding it up?
The whole team.
The whole team.
Yeah, everybody's holding it up. Us 4 as a collective holding it up. Just like I think it's from like us not like being grown ups and just like sitting down talking and making sure we get things done.
Well, I hope y'all can do that.
I do too.
And if there's anything you need from Live on Lake Street, let me know. I don't know what role we could play in it, but if it means sitting down at the big oak table and having a conversation, giving y'all a place to talk and
a little cigar.
Yeah, a cigar or whatever. Get some boxing gloves out if that's what y'all need. Whatever y'all need. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all need, because we want to see it happen, man.
Yeah.
So Riley was upset because we didn't put him on Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah.
Are you upset? You think you should be out there?
No, I'm not upset. If I was to make my Mount Rushmore, it'll be 4 me's.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nobody better. Just 4 you.
It'll be 4 me's.
Are you being realistic or are you just talking your shit?
I'm being real.
So you think you are... I'm trying to think of what you're the best. 4 of you is better than anybody else.
Yes.
You don't even got Riley up there?
Nope. He right there.
Damn,
not on my Mount Rushmore. It's just me.
I love that. Oh, I love it. He's right there. He said, nope. Sorry. Okay. All right, man. So what else, man? What you got 100 songs.
Yep.
And you're going to drop one every day for the next 100 days.
I think that'd be kind of crazy, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. Me and Prince are dropping a duo tape.
Okay.
We have 2 duo tapes that we're completing the second one, and we're pretty much done with the first one.
Okay.
And we slacking, you know what I'm saying? As humans, we supposed to drop that a minute ago. I'm not gonna lie. But we coming up with like planning. Like,
first tape slept on, by the way.
Oh, for sure. Our first tape, we dropped the tape when we was shorties, but it got slept on. But that's not like
still fire.
And we're still gonna shoot some visuals for those songs and get those out there. But it's like we got the 2 tapes coming. We got a love tape coming because I seen a post on Facebook and then a lot of shares was people saying, well, it was a girl. I'm not gonna say her name because she cool people, so I don't want to think I'm bashing her. But she said that there's no artists that make music for women, and I'm like, does she listen to me? You can't listen to me. But like, we're dropping a love tape just so we can get that narrative going.
Okay.
And that'll be all fire.
Go listen to Bag of Tricks. I don't know what the fuck y'all were. What?
Go listen to Bag of Tricks, man. All platforms. But after that tape, we got another one that's more like a variety. We trying to put up like some. We even got a rock song on there. It's kind of like a rock. Okay. It's like a trap rock song, but it's gonna be pretty hard.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard it, but I mean, I can show you. I can show you.
I don't know.
But and after that, I'm dropping a solo tape. I'm not dropping an album though. It'll be more mixtape vibe. Like I'm trying to just put a big body of work together to show people that I grew in my talent. Like I didn't just like sit, do nothing. I was working on getting better as an artist as well. Like make better songs.
You know, I have a 40-minute screen recording video of you on live one night. I watched you make a song by yourself on live one night, and I screen recorded the whole thing. Craziest shit I ever seen in my life. I'd have to go back in my archives to find it because it was a while ago.
I always like. I want to set up a streaming platform to where I do that, like my studio. Like I just stream.
You definitely
like on
should.
Twitch and just make songs live and just.
You definitely should because watching the process was insane.
It's different. Like I think my process is different. And
I don't know if it is or not, but I just know that what I watched was crazy, and I still have it. I plan on holding on to it forever too.
Can I see that? Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I'll have to find it. I think it was literally 40 minutes.
No, that's crazy.
And that's why it's just sitting there because I didn't know what to do with it. I'm like a 40-minute video. I'm like, I gotta find a clip or something. But it was all like I couldn't even find a clip because it was all so like I felt like it was all too important. Yeah. Like cutting any of it out to make a 1-minute clip would have felt like not doing it justice. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna just leave it. But I do still have it.
See that.
I do still have it, and it was crazy.
For sure.
It was crazy. So you're getting ready to just unleash hell on everybody.
Yeah. And I got plans for everything. We're not just gonna put it out and then leave it. We got plans.
What are you doing for the birthday?
My birthday, actually this year, I'm just going to chill out, man. I need a day where I get to ignore everybody. Like I get hit up a lot for like favors and stuff like that. I'm just trying to chill. For one day, I'm not answering my phone, and it's crazy. I'm picking my birthday because that's when I'm gonna get the most calls. But I'm gonna answer my family. That's about it. Just chill though for the whole day.
That sounds like a nice time.
Yeah.
Are there any like future plans for like a tour or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna circle back on like the cities I feel like I gain the most traction. Yeah. That's a part of my plan too. A gym. If you ever go perform in any cities, any states, anywhere outside of the state that you're in, make sure like when you drop new music, you promote to those same cities that you were just at. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's definitely smart. All right, man. Well, shit, I'm really glad we could do this. I really hope Hood Choir business can get straightened out, man. I would love to see that happen. And I know a couple people probably be mad at me for this or whatever, but whatever. It is what it is. I just want y'all to be good, man. It's really all I want.
Me too, man.
And you know, I'm a fan. You got my support.
Appreciate you, man.
Just keep going, man.
I got you.
Drop more music. Give me something. Give me something to get somebody pregnant to.
I definitely got you on that.
That's what I need.
Hey,
that's what I need.
After my solo tape drop, then I will start dropping.
I need a daughter.
Song. I got you.
I got 4 sons, bro.
Daughter on the way.
I need a daughter. I need a daughter. Oh shit! Tell them where they can find you, Mac.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. Mac Turner 612. You can find all the good content over the time. There's been good shit all my life. I'm gonna be real.
And go stream Bag of Tricks. Trust me.
Go stream.
Trust me. There's no skips. No skips. All right, man. That's it. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth 1. Bow.
How you feel about it, man? It's pretty good.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie, yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up, I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Oh my nigga, I'm not a lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't say. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Southside Chief, homie. Now what you know, look, I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me?